Chicken pie. Let me show you how to make it.
There's so many ways of making chicken and veg pie. Everyone has their own way of doing it. It's how we like ours, and it turns out a 10 out of 10 every single time. This cold weather is like the perfect dish to have and make. We're going back to the pie. Once the onions are soft, you want to add your chicken in. Use 2.5 chicken breast diced up. Cook it on a high heat for about 5 minutes before turning the heat down and cooking it for an additional 10 minutes on a low flame. It will start to release, and that's when you want to add your spices in. You can go heavier on the spice, but I don't like to add too much spice to it. I just like a tiny bit of kick. Want to add your flour in. Cook that flour out for a few minutes before adding your stock cube in. Add 2 chicken stock cubes in about 300 ml of water. Once that starts to slightly thicken, you want to add your veg of choice. There is a chicken and veg pie. I like to add a large variety. If you're not very keen on veg, you can add just the 1 or 2 of your choice. This part is totally optional, but I like to add some garlic and herb Philadelphia, approximately 2 tablespoons or half a tub if you like, mustard sauce and some whole grain mustard paste. Filling will start to thicken more with time, and especially after adding the Philadelphia, but once it gets to that consistency, you want to add some cheddar cheese. A handful of mature cheddar cheese. Everyone adds cheese to chicken pie, but I like to add it to mine. It just makes it taste so much nicer. Added some freshly chopped parsley and thyme. Smells so good. Minutes after adding the herbs, you can then assemble it into the dish. You wouldn't use short crust pastry at the bottom, it's just puff pastry at the top, but I like to add short crust pastry to the bottom of mine. I already pre-cooked and got ready. You want to add your puff pastry at the top as the lid and some mayonnaise to brush over, or egg or oil, whatever patterns you fancy. Cook at gas mark 5 or at 180 degrees for about 15 minutes. It's beautifully golden. You can get it out the oven and leave it aside for about 10 to 15 minutes to cool down. It's ready to gobble up and enjoy.